starting thing was all about this remarkable challenge that we face with the rise of artificial intelligence. It's been around for a long time, ever since the 50s, really. And I think we've all appreciated the efficiencies that it's created in terms of, helping us get across the city, directing phone calls and so on. But it's always been less intrusive or not quite met our expectations, I think. So, but within the last couple of years, there's been this extraordinary advance in artificial intelligence, particularly with the development of large language models, that suddenly now we are aware of its extraordinary capacity to recognize emotion, for example, facial recognition technology, about curating speech.
A lot of this stuff you can read tons about, you can see loads of videos online about, but actually having it laid out in such a really clear way with a strong narrative and with lots of examples from different corporate and other business spaces, it was sticky. It made a lot more sense and it's a lot more applicable to a lot of the things that go on in the world of work.
And so we know emotional intelligence gives to us a set of competencies that are probably distilled, the building blocks of well-being and mental health, that give us the skills necessary to engage diverse generations and folks from different cultures and so on much more effectively. And the challenge is a communication challenge. And emotional intelligence really is all about two things. It's about how we regulate our emotions so that we deploy behavior intelligently, how we become aware of the emotional experience of other people, and then how we manage those emotions to maximize engagement, maximize productivity. And these really now are the table stakes, I think, of working inside an organization at this moment.
It's a really inspiring presentation. Great thoughts there around the development of emotional intelligence, where it's come from and potentially where it's going, and sharing that idea that actually emotional intelligence is really fundamental to human success going forward, and the rise of the machine and AI is not necessarily something that we need to be concerned about as long as we invest in that.
We can really think about how we're going to match forward our people for the future in terms of succession planning, in terms of learning, in terms of talent, but also in terms of what's important when we look at things like emotional intelligence, when we look at things like the human capital report, and when we look at skills and strength-based learning. So I think it was really insightful. It's always good to take some moments to reflect and to discuss with others, and also a great opportunity to network.